Okay.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Arkansas Organic Chronicles podcast, where we discuss anything, everything, and all things related to certified organic food here in Arkansas. I'm Joe Hannon, production instructor at Farm School.
I'm Luke Freeman, the top program coordinator for CAF,
And what's top?
the Transition to Organic Partnership Program.
Awesome. Well, we are coming to you today live for the first time from the CAF Facebook and YouTube pages. We're at the Northwest Arkansas Regional Farmer Gathering in Springdale. We're live. We're at lunch, so we got everybody hanging out. Wave and say hi. So Luke, what's been your favorite session today?
Well, I have to admit, for most of this conference, I have been tabling
Okay.
up front, but definitely enjoyed sitting on the funding opportunities panel with you, Joe.
Awesome.
That was a good session.
Nice
where
to get that up an hour.
Exactly, but I felt like that was definitely, news you could use, very relevant information for growers here about opportunities available for them to help fund farm activities, high tunnels, organic transition, etc.
Awesome. And you talked a little bit about NRCS and FSA funding opportunity on that panel, right?
Yes. So to go into that, FSA has an organic cost share program that can pay up to $750 a year to help reimburse you for your cost of organic certification. And in addition to that, NRCS has several programs for organic farmers or farmers transitioning to organic. Those are the 823 Organic Management System program, and then the 138/140 program that will help you develop an organic systems plan.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I gotta say, my favorite session was not getting called up a few minutes before to do that because we needed a speaker. And let me see. I gave the first talk. I gave the first talk of the day. What was the second talk? Wasn't the first instant? No. Oh, and I didn't participate in the second talk because I had to go outside and prep for the third talk. Cool. This conversation went great. So we got to see and hear from Kaylin Irby, our farm manager at CAF, as well as Nina Hammer from Spring Creek. They were talking about best practices for selling product into Spring Creek and going through that planning process and building out that crop plan and kind of expectations and differences between selling to a retail market versus a wholesale market. I think one of the things that had caught me though was Kaylin talking about not selling some of her product in bunches and just selling it in bulk product, which is a little bit different than what you would normally do selling into a retail market, right? So like if you're doing radishes or something like that, she was talking about buying it, bulking it, how much easier it is to just pick it and throw it in a bin and watch it. Not actually have to do bunching and selling bunches later.
Okay, right. Okay.
That's very nice. Maybe outside for part of that. So that's kind of interesting that I had caught a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, I mean, one thing I caught with Spring Creek, Nina talking was that they need more carrots.
Yes.
One of the crops that there is demand for.
However, she said, "Don't let everybody grow more carrots."
And then, are they in their new building at Market Center at the Ozarks yet?
No, MCO is not open yet.
Did she say when?
Sounds like March-ish seems to be kind of holding steady.
Okay.
Talking to a few other folks that are in that building, so it sounds like yes, they are moving forward. Actually, looking forward to this afternoon and maybe hopping over because part of the Northwest Arkansas Regional Farmer Gathering today is a tour of MCO.
Yes.
Well, it's still under construction, but being able to get over there and kind of see it.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Yeah, I was really hoping that I would catch the NCO discussion this morning, and I missed it with Daryl and Marissa. But I stepped out for that one with getting break time. So, but yeah, So it's kind of what I learned, kind of what I heard.
Yeah, no, it's a good gathering, and we also have farmers market managers in the other room. Have a little Northwest Arkansas Farmers Market meeting as well.
Yes.
So it's been
Yeah, I didn't realize that was going on today as well too. So is that for being able to take snap payments and things like that? Is that meeting or?
yeah, that's one thing they're talking about. But I think just general considerations for farmers market.
Yes, kind of the annual farm market manager. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that was going on here as well. So, but yes, we are live at the Jones Center. Let's see if we can grab a few of our participants and jump in and see what they've learned.
Riley,
Riley's
you're gonna have
eating lunch.
hot seat.
So. All right, hop on the hot seat, Riley. So, what is something that you learned in one of the sessions here today?
Okay, well, a big one. I learned a lot about a new program that's coming online called the Arkansas Food Innovation Center. And we have a whole new, I don't know how much you talked about.
We just talked about going to MCO, but we didn't talk about what MCO is. So.
Okay. So the Market Center of the Ozarks is going to be a really big flagship location, both for farmers to drop off wholesale goods to our food hub, but it also is going to house a lot of value-added production, business help. Sorry, words help.
Yeah.
But so one of the things there is the Arkansas Food Innovation Center, and so that will help people create and not necessarily distribute, maybe a little bit of technical assistance there, but will help people create value-added products. And they have the ability to do almost everything you can think of. They're USDA certified, FDA certified, which means that they can work with meat and dairy, which is not something that we've had in this part of the state.
Didn't know they were going to be able to do meat dairy.
Yep, not
Okay.
all kinds of dairy. It
Yeah.
sounds like there's one specific style of pasteurization that pasteurization that they can't equip, but otherwise they've got it.
Cool. We need to get Daryl on the show sometime, or Marissa on the show sometime. Yeah, it's that talk. So thank you for filling that one in.
Yes, and that's really exciting to see how it's a huge program that they're going to roll out. The AFIC portion, I believe, at the Market Center of the Ozarks is 45,000 square feet. I mean, it's a massive building. And not only is it just this place to process your produce, but it's a huge technical assistance opportunity, and it's also a large, facilitates really well with the grants that are out there. So they kind of talked about how you can use the USDA value-added producer grant in conjunction with the services that they offer to offset some of the costs that they might charge you with for producing certain goods.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Anything else you learned today?
Well, I would say this is an organic podcast.
It is an organic podcast.
The only thing that this amazing program I don't think can offer is organic processing. So
Maybe. So let's get in the building and get through that first.
Right.
Then maybe.
Right.
We don't have a lot of organic farmers in Northwest Arkansas yet anyway, so because it's a little bit of step time. So hey, if you want to get organic certified, you should talk to Luke.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I also know another difficulty will be sourcing all the inputs that you need, organic inputs for value-added production.
Yep.
So if they ever go down that route, they'll have to have two streams: a conventional, your conventional sugar and flour, those big products, and then your organic.
And then you got to try your stuff, and that's just a whole other headache.
And what does the cleaning look like in between? I have no idea. I want to know. Not my job.
It's going to be your job, but you have to start dealing with cleaning equipment. So it's just cleaning. You can do that for a couple more weeks. So if you don't know, Riley will be our field instructor here this next coming year. So yes,
Very excited. Got a nice curriculum to work off of that I helped put together back in 2022. Some nice tweaks that have been made in the meantime by a lot of other folks. And I'll also be managing our incubator on the campsite too.
all of which is moving towards certified organic this year. Like starting kind of last year, we started I'll call it year zero, but yeah, we'll be all certified here in a few years.
That's right. Yeah,
Three
we'll have
years.
so many different record keeping systems to share with you in the near and maybe distant future. Who knows? But we'll have a lot of really, really great practical applications to share with us.
Yeah. And we'll have lots of SOPs. We'll have lots of demonstrations on. So we're doing our small scale as well as our tractor scale will be getting certified in our incubator. So the whole 9 yards, everything at calf will be certified. So, should be good.
Do you mean to pick out another victim?
Sure. Now, other victim says no.
One thing you learned today. Sorry.
All right. So Cameron, sitting off to my left here, says everything about grants. He wasn't aware of the grant opportunities for funding to help farmers out. So yeah. So if you missed today, we talked about Sayer Farmer Rancher grants. We talked about NRCS EQIP grants. We talked about crop insurance opportunities. We talked about cost sharing for organic certification, both the cost of like the actual certifier coming onto your farm, but also funds to help you build your organic system plan through NRCS.
Yes.
NRCS.
NRCS 138, 140.
138 and 140. So, cool. All right, Riley. Thanks for. I won't keep you from lunch too much since you got lunch. So there better be lunch when I get home. All right. Thanks for joining, Riley. All right. Come back. Yeah.
I'll come back.
So Riley mentioned a little bit about record keeping and systems like that. So right now we are developing an organic record keeping app that works on your phone for being able to plug in your pesticide applications, your fertility applications, your greenhouse planting, your field seeding, and all that. I'm looking for 1 or 2 people that is willing to help kind of test drive that app this year and look for any quirks, changes, things that are not quite working. Again, it's supposed to be a little bit easier way to kind of keep track of your records by not having to do it on paper, to be able to just plumb it into your cell phone that then populates a Google spreadsheet. So if you're interested in partnering or trying to help this year, I would be much appreciated. So I'm hoping to roll that out wider, maybe as soon as next year, like full on app release. So come on. Okay. Luke, anything on your radar for 2025 with organic updates or mentorship or anything like that?
Yeah, I would just say this is kind of a last call for this year. If you're interested in the organic mentorship program, if you're interested in transitioning your farm to organic production, apply now with the chance of being matched with a mentor for this season. We're in the process of matching mentors with mentees. So if you apply within the next few weeks, there's a chance you'll get matched with a mentor this season. Otherwise, you'd be waiting for the 2026 season. So definitely get on that. You can apply through our website, our Arkansas Organic website. Anything else? We are currently scheduling our field days and farm tours, so stay tuned for that. The best source would be signing up for our email newsletter, which you can do through our website, and also following us on social channels. But stay tuned. We're looking at having an organic field day at Rattle's Garden in Valonia, Arkansas, and then also an organic field day at the Calf Farm on organic weed management at the end of April or early May. So stay tuned for all that. It's going to be an exciting year with organic programming. Yeah, I think that's it.
So I wanted to mention those 2 field days. Right now, CAF is building out a whole fleet of cultivators. So we've now got access to 3 cultivator tractors and like 5 or 6 different cultivators. So we'll have a hands-on practice on the field day, April 30th or May 1st. I'm still wrapping up the final date here, but that'll be wrapped up soon. And that'll be butts in the seats operating the tractors and making tweaks and changes to the cultivators. So look for more details coming up on that. Oh, and we have a Tillmore, the Power Ox. We'll have a Tillmore Power Ox as well. So we won't just have ride-on tractors. We'll have walk-behind tractors too for cultivating carrots and brassicas and beets and overplasticulture, like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Kaylin, Ari, and I have been working on putting the equipment together there, and that's what's coming up.
Yeah. So another thing that comes to mind is we've got the Arkansas Grown Conference here at the end of January. Registration is still open. I think you've missed the early bird deadline to register, but you can still register for the conference. And on February 1st, we'll be giving will be leading the organic track. So a whole session on talks on organic production. So you could come down to Hot Springs, join us for that. That's the Arkansas Growth Conference, January 30th to February 1st.
Great. So I think we should wrap up so we can actually get some lunch. Luke and I should be on monthly Tuesdays at about noonish to go live to just kind of talk about what's going on in the season, what we're seeing in the field, and eventually I'll get it figured out so I can see comments and things as people are hopping on, because first time I haven't gotten that all figured out. So we'll keep working on improving this. Next time it won't be so loud, I think. So, but everybody, thanks for tuning in for our first real live episode. Luke and I will be on again monthly, starting in, well, I guess next week or not in February. We'll talk again soon. And of course, this podcast is supported in part by USDA Ag Marketing Service, Transition to Organic Partnership Program, and the University of Arkansas Division of Ag. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Bye.